I'm gonna give you guys a quick little rundown today. This is the part that I'm most excited about, and the reason why I didn't just list this is because I don't know if this is gonna be permanent. A whole street filled with cars. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are finally going to be painting and putting body panels on Clio. Now I'm not going to tell you where I got the body panels from yet because that's for the next video. But we got a bunch of body panels. We're going to put a rear fender, possibly a front fender, and try to replace the side plastics, or at least use them to make it look cool. We're going to make it look kind of shitty, but on purpose because it is a rat bike. I realized I wasn't going to be able to do what the next video is going to be for like another 2 weeks because I have to get some parts. So yeah, but we have to put the carburetor back on our bike, and then yeah, we're just going to try to make it look cool. That's the goal. There was a car show going on tomorrow that I really wanted to enter, but I work, so I won't be able to. We're going to throw on some new chain tensioners from our mystery donor. We're going to throw on, I was thinking either like this or like that. Like I think that way kind of fits better, you know? But this way kind of covers it more. So I think I might do this way. But yeah, we're gonna put it behind the sissy bar, and we're gonna paint that black, and we're gonna cut it up a little bit just so it kind of fits a little better, and we're gonna mount it up. Since it's a hardtail now, swing arm doesn't move, we can use the swing arm to mount it. We're gonna paint the crash bar black. We're gonna paint parts of the fork and the wheel black. We're gonna paint the tank blue, and we're gonna throw on, let's see if I grabbed it. I did. This rear fender. So it's obviously broken, but it will fit. We're gonna shove it in there pretty tight. I'm thinking like that. I think that would look pretty cool, actually. And I'm actually surprised that this fender is wide enough to like basically cover that wheel. I don't want to ruin the surprise too much, so this is the front fender we might be using. I'm not going to show you guys the rest of what this is, but we did get another donor bike. That is for another video. You didn't hear it here. I mean, you did, but you didn't. Shh, wait for the next video. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But we're going to get right into painting a bunch of these body panels just so that they can dry while we're putting everything back together. We're going to make sure our engine still starts. I don't know. There's also a mud flap that I'm going to try to install if I can. I might not be able to because of the chain and stuff, but if I can, I will. I was going to try to replace these, but I think I'm just going to keep them just because it's part of the original bike. I'm going to touch up the paint, and like I'm going to respray it and everything. But yeah, I gotta get ready to do that while I still have daylight, and then we'll worry about doing all the other hard work after the paint, because I want the paint to be dried before I'm ready to do this shit. And boom, just gotta let that dry. And we're not gonna do the front fender. I put it on there, it looks stupid, but yeah. We're gonna start painting stuff on the bike too in the front, because we're not gonna be working with the front. Okay, so I got it painted. Once again, it looks like shit. I really fucked up there because I accidentally got blue on my seat and didn't realize it, so I was just gonna paint it black, and then I ran out of black spray paint, so we'll just paint it black, but not right now because I don't have any paint. I think it looks pretty cool. Those are about dry. I know there's still blue on the fender, but that's just the broken piece we're not using. I do kind of like how this looks. I just wish I would have had the tools to do it more professionally. By tools, I mean patience, and would have taped it off. I don't have any tape to tape it off with. I have medical tape. I did attempt to. Didn't work. But I do kind of like that. I think it looks pretty cool. Um, it looks better than it did, that's for sure, in my opinion. I don't know. It'll look better moving. So, still a no-go on the fender. And so the reason why is because I also painted that black. I painted over the stickers just because I also screwed up and got paint on it, but I was going to paint it black anyway. I was just going to avoid the stickers, and it didn't work out. But I was going to put the front fender down like that. And I don't think that would have looked bad, but I think it looks better with it off. So we'll use that for something else. But since those are still drying, and a lot of the bike is still drying, we're gonna work on the back end here and get the chain tensioners put on, which the chain tensioners that we have for it now should basically last us forever. So, gonna take this axle out, which is my least favorite thing to do, and yeah, gonna have to unhook my brakes and everything. It's such a pain in the ass, but we'll get it done.
3:28 a.m.
Alright guys, so I don't remember exactly what I showed, but I know that I showed me painting and me getting the body panels ready, so this is it. It looks a lot better on camera, honestly. I know the front looks pretty stupid, but all the stuff on the tire will wear away eventually. The tank actually looks pretty cool. We're just gonna spray paint the whole entire seat black. I actually, like, from the front and from the sides, I like the way that looks. The only problem I have with the rear fender and the rear whatever I'm doing back here is this. You see the gap there on either side? Yeah, I want to find a way to remove that. Maybe I'll put like tool bags, stuffed tool bags in there. That'd be kind of cool. Like put like a square tube on each side to make like tool pouches out of or something like that, or even just hang a tool pouch right here. Get another back rack maybe to put there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's basically it. I need to tighten my mirror up. I reinstalled the kill switch. I put it in the center this time because I'm going to put a key in the center. Of work tomorrow. I might try to get a video of me riding it to work because there's a car show going on literally right before I go to work on the same street that I live on. Like, I accidentally dusted blue all over the place. From a distance, she doesn't look too bad, if I do say so myself. I don't have much time, but I just wanted to catch this. I passed out a couple sparklers down the road there. But yeah, whole street filled with cars. I don't have time to enter. I have to go to work, but it just goes the whole way down. It's so cool. Alright, I gotta go before I'm late for work. Before we even look in her direction, we painted it chain tensioners, and that's all you guys know about chain tensioners and the paint with the body panels. But I also got a headlight and kind of have my front brakes rigged up. They work to slow me down, but my rear brakes are definitely what I'm going to use to stop. Boom. Now, this is the part that I'm most excited about, and the reason why I didn't just list this is because I don't know if this is going to be permanent. I got this for like almost $10, and this came off of our donor bike that I can't show you yet, and this is the old air filter that I had a Christmas bag wrapped, like a gift bag wrapped around. This one keeps wanting to pop out. This one's in there pretty good, but it's loose on the, like this and this aren't compatible, but this and this are. They're just, I can't get them to be tight enough because they're both silicone. Anyway, yeah, so the reason we did this is literally just for looks. I would like to put 2 clean air filters on here, and then right here I have a little hole poked out, and I regret doing this now because I don't have the setup for it, But basically what I'm going to do is run a slow drip fuel line right through there, or from the overflow, and put it in there. That way any excess gas that isn't going through the carburetor is getting sprayed through the air filter and will be sprayed into the intake and theoretically give us more horsepower. We got everything zip tied in place, so it's actually pretty sturdy now. This was bolted in place, so it didn't really need zip tied. We have some hose clamps on this side just because you guys know the sissy bar is not supposed to be on this bike and does not want to be on this bike, but we made it work. We rigged up the kickstand a little bit. It looks like it's about to give out on me actually, but so I should probably fix that. We still don't have any brakes on this side, and the reason that I did that is because that's where our headlight button is. I'll show you guys how bright this is in a second. You can kind of already see it, but I just really needed it. I put up a stunt lever setup basically on this side. We have our front brakes, which barely work, and our rear brakes, which work perfectly. We have the headlight zip tied up at an angle. Now I can like have it at a weird angle if I want to, but obviously that's not the goal. The goal is to have as much lighting as possible. I'm gonna shut off my flash now so that you guys can see how bright this actually is. This is what it looks like. Auto brightness is telling me that it's daytime still, but it's basically nighttime. Anyway, so this is our high beam. Then I guess we have our low beam. Well, our high beam, and then we have a sectional light, so like if we want to point our light somewhere, so there's no point into it. I'm gonna be honest. There's no reason. There's two modes. I can control. It's a split light, so I can control either light. I can turn them both on. Have one on, or have the bottom one on. Having one or the other on doesn't really do much. Maybe when it's darker out, it will have a different effect. But the only thing I'm really thinking of is that I can use that as a low beam. And then once it gets actually like completely dark out, I can flick on both and have the high beam. So obviously that's not how you ideally want to run your brakes, but when I roll forward and I pull this in as hard as I can, it actually does kind of stop me. Well, it does stop me, but when I'm just rolling forward, it doesn't give me a complete stop. But I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. The only thing that's left to do is engine swap it, and then we can hook up actual lights and turn signals and all that stuff. But for now, hardware store light, crazy looking air filter for no reason, and yeah, oh, double fuel filter, paint. So, as you guys just saw from that little clip there, the police station is literally like 100 feet away from me. There's only one officer. He doesn't seem to care. He walked past me twice. But I am going to make sure that he's not walking back here when I go to leave. Kind of sucks. So I got to give you guys a quick little rundown today. It was absolutely downpouring on my way home from work, and because of that, my bike got flooded and I lost my air filter, don't know where it is. Don't know if I'm even gonna be able to find it. But one of the reasons why I'm so irritated isn't even because I had to ride home in the rain, isn't because my bike shut off on my ride home. It's the fact that some asshole decided he was gonna come flying past me and just absolutely drench me. I mean, I was already wet. Obviously, I was riding in the rain. I'm on a mission now to find my air filter. Right here's where I got splashed. I was sitting right there under that tree, and the dude, yep, I think I see my air filter too. Yep, there she is, right there. Popped right out when the dude splashed me. Oh, yep, there it is. Literally 3 blocks away from my house. My bike shut off down there. I rode up that sidewalk and I sat under that tree, and then some douchebag came flying up through right there and just absolutely drenched me, which made my bike take even longer to start because I almost had it started, and then he drove past me, flooded me out again, and fucked me over.